Okay, so today we're going to go ahead and review these LED headlight kits from OCCER. Seems pretty standard. They come in a neat little box. It's a pretty nice box actually for something you're just going to end up throwing away. But anyhow, try to pull that right out. So they did have instructions. I had opened them up before, so I don't really need the instructions, so I just kind of put them aside. But these are the bulbs. You got the fan right down in there, and you got your actual LED bulb. It's a pretty simple setup. This just plugs right into the area where you're plugging your regular halogen. So it's pretty much a plug-and-play system. Oh yeah, by the way, here are the very detailed instructions they got going on. So let's take a look at some installation here. So I've got a 2006 Pontiac G6. I need new headlight assemblies, so I'm not being too careful with them. Got some H11s. Now, the thing that I noticed with LED bulbs is that I've got these little caps behind my headlight bulbs, and then I've got my plug-in inside. Now I've got my main plug right here outside of the headlight. So when I take these covers off, it reveals the bulb, which I've already unplugged. Now when I put that LED bulb in there, I found that LEDs are much larger, which is to be expected because they do have the fan and, you know, they've got that big wire and whatnot, but it's mainly the fan that pokes out. So if you have a style like what I have, you're not going to be able to reinstall your circular cover because it actually sticks out quite a bit, and I have a pretty shallow cover. So when I go to put mine on, I'd have to shove all that back in there, and I really don't want to do that unless it's a permanent one. But anyhow, it doesn't fully close. So I'm just going to take my cover off and run with it without, because these are waterproof. So if anything happens to them, they do include, I believe it's a 2-year warranty. So I'm not too worried. But what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and reinstall these headlights here. I still got the passenger side I got to do. But once they get these installed, we'll test them out. In this video right here, I'm just trying to show how bright the bulbs really are. Right now I'm just driving down the freeway, and if you notice, you can see directly in front of me, and you can actually almost see the lanes right beside me. The signs are very reflective. Everything is really easy to see. The bulbs are extremely bright, so that's always a plus. You can actually kind of see the reflective tape on the back of that semi in front of me. Anyhow, moving on. This is what it looks like when you've got street lights in front of you. So you can still clearly see the white on the ground, how bright those lights are. And I don't know, I'd have to say I'm very impressed with how these lights performed. Yeah. Usually I use HIDs, so I'm switching over to LED, and these are just in my low beam slot. So over here, that's how it looks like off-road on some back roads. So still pretty well. Like I said before, I am fairly new to the LED platform, so I'm not too sure exactly what I'm looking at, but what I do see is that these lights are significantly brighter than our typical halogen lights. I mean, look at that. That is very bright. I've got my halogens on the fog lights and LEDs in the low beams. I mean, that's much brighter. So I personally am very pleased, and the quality of the part that OCCER provided me, that was also pretty stunning as well. I mean, you could tell it was quality. The fan on the back was clearly very high quality. It actually felt like it was actual metal, so it could withstand, the vibrations and the beating that, a headlight would provide. So I'll actually be leaving a link on the bottom of this video so you guys can go check them out if you'd like.